So first, we're just going to go quickly through the program of studies outcomes and what I aim to teach students by the end of the lesson. So first is 2.2, responding to text, experience various texts, tell or write about favorite parts of oral, print, and other media texts. And in also 2.2, construct meaning from text, make inferences about a character's actions or feelings. And then in 2.3, we have understand forms, elements, and techniques, understand techniques and elements, describe the main characters in terms of who they are, their actions in the story, and relations with other characters, and identify ways that messages are enhanced in oral, print, and other media text by the use of specific techniques. What makes this book critical literacy? So there's a discussion on topics like unemployment and class issues, and that's kind of how it's deemed a critical literacy book. So next is the hook. Basically, we'll just start by asking questions to the students like, how do we share space? Who do you share your space with? Does sharing space mean that we share the same story? This just gets students kind of thinking about topics that could be brought up in the book about all the characters sharing the park space. It kind of just gets them engaged with other students in the class as well. And then we will analyze the front cover and see where students think that the book is going to go, what do you think it's going to be about, and just get them engaged and ready to read the book. This part is just, I included, it's really important to know for the extension of learning at the end. And it just talks about the different voices in the book. So voice 1 is a higher class citizen, also known as Charles's mother. And in the photo that I included, there is the interaction with voice 1 and voice 2. So voice 2 is a lower class citizen, and in the photo that I attached from the book, it talks about issues of unemployment, and this is Smudge's dad. Voice 3 is more of a younger voice, and this is Charles, and in the photo that I attached, it's interacting with voice 4. And then voice 4 is also another younger voice who is Smudge, and here in the photo, they're interacting with voice 3. And it's really also important to know that each of the photos that I have attached, each of the voices are written in a different font, which kind of also break up and distinguish different voices as well. So for the technological aspect incorporated in class, I have an interactive version of the book that students will get the opportunity to explore on their own or in groups, whether that's on an iPad or a laptop. This web is found on the website of Anthony Browne, and basically it's an interactive version of the book that just gives it a little bit more interactive, and you can explore the different paths that each of the characters took. So we can go to Charles's mom, for example. You click on number 1. This is the first page of the book, and it just gives different reading options, and they can explore it on their own. They can explore the map, the different points of view, the different paths, and stuff like that. So it's really cool, and it gives us students a good opportunity to explore that on their own. So after that, and after reading the book, we'll have a bit of an extension of learning to demonstrate student success. So we'll have a character map of the 4 voices in the book. So as a class, you will kind of have a piece of paper, break it into 4, and have each of the voices, and have students describe each of the voices, how they act, what they think that they would talk about, what they sound like, what they look like, all these different things. And then after that is done, give them a choice of writing assignments. So there's a journal entry or a 5th voice. So for the journal entry, they can write a journal entry on one of the 4 voices that are in the story, whether that's about their time in the park, what they think they would do on a day-to-day, get them to extend how they think they would act. Or they have the choice to write a 5th voice to the book. So whether that's one of the dogs, just a person passing by in the park, witnessing what's going on around them. Either way, this gives a really good choice of writing assignments and to further understand student knowledge. So quickly connecting back to the program of studies, students will write about parts of the text, which is connecting to 2.2, and make inferences on character actions and feelings of the voices in the book, which is also 2.2 and 2.3, which is done both by making the character map and the writing assignment. So that's what I have for a mini lesson for Voices in the Park.